presents the District 31 Little League Major Championship on MyTV WQMY. Presented by Pizza Bella.
The road to Williamsport in the Little League World Series starts tonight. 4 teams, 2 games, 2 district titles, 1 field, 1 huge night of District 16-31 Championship Baseball at Pittston Township Little League Complex. Live on My Network TV, WQMY. Later tonight, District 16 title game, Plains and Mountaintop. Right now, the District 31 Championship game on the line. First, the Battle of the Back Mountain. American looking to take district gold for the 4th straight year and for the 5th time since District 31 was formed in 2008. National hoping to put a stop to American's dominance. Hi, everybody. Great to see you. I'm Phil Shader. This is the District 31 Championship pregame show brought to you by Miracle. We'll hear from Aaron Dugan on the field with both the managers coming up. It's a long road to Williamsport. That's where you want to get for the Little League World Series Championship, but the road has to start somewhere. And for these teams, it starts in the District 31 Championship tonight. But after that, it is a long way to get to Williamsport. You have to win the title tonight, and then you move on to the Section 5 tournament, where you play tonight's District 16 champ in that tournament, and also the Lackawanna County winners of District 31 and 17. If you win sectionals, it's off to the state tournament to play the rest of the sectional champs from around the Keystone State. Win that, you're getting a little closer. You're off to Bristol, Connecticut for the East Regional Tournament, where you play the state winners from the East Coast. Those games back on television live on ESPN. If you win the East Regional, you're Mid-Atlantic champs. You go to Williamsport to play for teams around the world and the rest of the United States in the Little League World Series. So a long way to get there, but this is how both these teams, Back Mountain American and Back Mountain National, got to this District 31 championship game. They both came out of Pool Play A, so they had to play each other the very first game, and Back Mountain American took care of National 14-3. Then Swoyersville, the next game, a shutout win there for American, 13-0. They had a shutout against Northwest. They beat Swoyersville again 9-3. National recovered nicely from their 14-3 loss. They beat Northwest 12-1, shut out Swoyersville 13-0, and then beat Northwest again 11-1. So both teams then advanced to the semifinals on Saturday. Let's show you some highlights of the American Kingston 40 Fort semifinal game from Saturday. Top of the 4th, Back Mountain America up 5-3. Nick Gashi bloops a single to center, and that scores a run here, and it was 6-3. Kingston 40 Fort was in this game in the first couple of innings, but then Back Mountain American just really started to pour it on. They can hit the baseball. Austin Ferrarelli to center here knocks in a run, and it was 7-3. But the big star of the game was Frankie Knockley. He hit 2 home runs. Knockley, with the bases loaded, comes up here. You'll see his grand slam, his second homer of the game, and a 17-3 win for American. There goes the grand slam home run in that game on Saturday. For National, they found themselves down a run early against West Pittston. They were playing on the road at West Pittston. Meeting on the mound, solid defense, good pitching by National. They were down early in this game, but then 9 runs over 2 innings, and they really had no problem with West Pittston winning 14-3 with solid pitching and some great defense. So that's how both of these teams got to this championship game tonight. Let's go down to the field to Aaron Dugan to hear from both managers. Aaron?
Well, I'm here now with both managers. We'll start with Back Mountain American's Mike Luxick. You guys have been really hot lately, on a roll. The bats are hot. What do you want to see from your kids tonight?
The same thing. Yeah, they have. They've been hitting the ball well, but they work hard at it. So we tell them, game time, let's go have fun. So hopefully they'll stay hot.
Well, that's what it's all about, is fun. How are they feeling right now, though? Are they excited, nervous?
I'm sure they're nervous, but they're excited. They're loose. They're having fun. So, that's what we need. That's what we want out of them.
Great. Thanks, Coach.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to Back Mountain National's Todd Pacheski. I'll ask you the same thing. How are your kids feeling? TV game, are they nervous?
I don't think they're nervous. They have a lot of energy, and I think they just need to get it out.
Now, your only loss this season came to Back Mountain American. What did you take from that game?
To be more prepared, the kids needed to be ready from the beginning of the game. I think we sat back thinking that we played these kids all year, and we weren't really excited to play that day, and it was a wake-up call.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, back to you.
Thank you very much, Aaron. And, of course, a lot of talent in the future for Dallas High School, Lake Lehman, Holy Redeemer. That's where these young players at 11 and 12 will eventually play some high school baseball. We'll be reading about them, I'm sure, in the years to come. But right now they're focused on the championship game, and so is our crew that'll call the action for you tonight from Fox 56 Sports, Bob Ide and John Mendola. They're joined by District 16 and 31 District Administrator Bob Bertoni, and we send it down to the field to the guys that'll call the game. Bob?
Well, Phil, a long time before they get to high school. The kids going to worry about tonight's game first. Let's bring in John Mendola to talk about a couple players that we're going to spotlight first for Back Mountain American. They're averaging 13 runs per game, really have dominated tournament play, John. Frankie Knockley's smacking the ball.
He is, 6 RBI, a couple of home runs, grand slam thrown in there. Had a great experience last year with that group that went so far, and of course this year he's kind of the leader and has a lot of power.
National, meantime, did lose to American, as we have mentioned, but since then they've been averaging 13 runs themselves. Zach Holthouse putting it together.
Yeah, he's another one. He has 6 RBI. He can smack the ball, a couple of home runs for him. So guys that could really hit the ball, 3 for 3 for Holthouse. So these guys have it together offensively and defensively. It should be the total package.
Let's bring in Bob Bertoni now about the matchup. Boy, these kids know each other. It's Dallas versus Lake Lehman. These kids play together all the time. How do you see this matchup tonight?
Typical backyard brawl. I mean, 1 through 9, you talk about Knockley, but 1 through 9, they're very powerful, very strong. They don't have an out in their lineup. And Back Mountain National's playing really, really well. Federici's got to come out tonight, make his pitches. Defense has to step up and make some plays. They have the players to do it. They just have to execute. I think we're going to have a lot of fun because of the hot, humid air. That ball's going to be flying tonight.
Big shout out to the Pittston Township Little League for great field conditions down here tonight. We're all ready to go on the field. Let's go back to you, Phil.
All right, Bob, can't wait for your call tonight. Don't forget, we have another game tonight, the District 16 title game, Plains and Mountaintop. That's going to be fun as well. At one time, the Wilkes-Barre Valley, it was one big district. District 16 had 32 teams in it. Then in 2008, they split the district from 16 to 31. The dividing part of that was, of course, the Susquehanna River. So let's look at the back champions from the Back Mountain. Yeah, American. They won it last year. They won it in 2013 and 2012, so they're going for 4 in a row tonight. Kingston 44 won it in 2011. Kingston won it in 2010. West Wyoming in 2009. And Back Mountain America, their very first District 31 banner, was won by Back Mountain America. They have certainly dominated the District 31. So we know that the 31 banner will be staying in the Back Mountain tonight. Will it be national or American? We'll find out next. That's the District 31 Little League Championship pregame show brought to you by Miracle. We'll be right back with starting lineups in the first pitch on My Network TV.
This has been the District 31 Little League Major Championship pregame show, presented by Miracle.
Back live at Pittston Township Little League for the District 31 Major Championship between Back Mountain National and Back Mountain American. Bob I, John Mendola, Bob Bertoni. Behind home plate, taking you through tonight's game. And now let's take a look at the starting lineups for the 4-1 national team, looking for their first district title since it was District 16 in 2005. Pacheski will lead off playing shortstop. The third baseman will be Luke Spencer. Second base, Kyle Sienkiewicz. The catcher, Zach Holthouse. Pitching tonight, Ty Federici. The right fielder, Michael Rother. Left field, Ty Asapower. At first base, Aiden Conrad. And in center field will be Will Youngman. So Federici, John Mendola gets the call on the mound. The southpaw will face a very formidable opponent. I want to talk about him right now from American. The American pitcher is Jake Shaver.
Well, Bob, they're similar. They're both throw lefty. They both throw pretty hard. And I think we're going to get a little bit of a mirror image when you see Shaver and Federici go at it tonight. So should be interesting. And, Coach Pacheski said, last year we beat him 18-3, and same lineups, all this stuff. Anything can happen, and both coaches kind of felt that coming in.
Here's the defense for American. Should be the American defense out there.
Games are won or lost. Many games have been won or lost in the first inning, guys. So good starts are very important to a great baseball game that I am anticipating we will have.
There is the American defense. Knockley Lewis on the left-hand side, Bednar Leandri on the right-hand side. Across your outfield, from left to right, Pacheski, Collins, and Nocito. Luxick behind the plate, and we talked about Shaver behind on the hill. Your umpires tonight behind the plate will be David Baker. At first base, Frank Wattis. Bill Wallach at second base, and Walt Mashinsky is your third base umpire tonight.
very veteran crew here tonight.
So Shaver has got his warm-ups down, so Picheski is about to get this one underway. Both these teams met first round of pool play, and American won that one pretty big, 15-4. Expect a little bit closer game as really, Bob, National has gotten things together. They seem like they've gelled a little bit more in the last 4 games.
Well, they've been hitting the ball a lot better, but not only that, they've been playing great defense. Everybody talks about the runs that they've been scoring, but defensively, they have shut their opponents down the last 3 games, and I'm anticipating that we're going to see that again tonight. But they got to make plays in the field.
National beat Northwest twice, 12-0, 12-1. Swayersville 13-3 and beat West Pittston 14-3 before winning the other night against Kingston 44 to make it to the championship game. So Picheski, shortstop, takes the first pitch for a ball, hitting .500 in these tournament play with a home run, 2 doubles, 6 RBIs. Gets things started, has scored 8 runs. So 2 balls by the southpaw. A couple off-speed pitches.
They both have kind of trailed to the inside on them.
Sure, some nerves going through both of these teams.
Chesky, one of the leaders, emotional leaders on this national team, so I'd like to get him on base here for his dad.
Takes that typical 3-0 pitch down the middle of the plate.
Let's see if he gets a signal now. If he'll take another one. Find something he'll like, he'll swing at it. A little high, but sends it out of foul play over towards the Pittston Township ambulance. I want to thank them for their support tonight here on MyTV.
A little bit of a family affair in tonight's game too, Bob. I'm sure we're going to touch on that a little bit later.
A couple Picheskis taking the field on both sides. So what a comeback by the softball Shaver. Sends Picheski down after trailing in the count 3-0.
Always tough when you have 3 that you see, and then they'll get it the other way as the pitcher comes back.
So Luke Spencer now takes the first pitch for a ball. He's hitting 182. Does get on base a lot though. Can take some walks, does have a home run in tournament play.
Looking at a lot of off-speed stuff to start off. First pitch off-speed, and then he came back with the heat, John, to strike out the first batter. But again, now 2 curveballs.
Shaver was on the hill when American won that first game. He had 10 strikeouts in that game.
1 and 2.
He also had a double at the plate. It was 3 for 4, 3 RBI. So he's happy to see some of his friends down the way. He can have a big night. Inconsistent so far, though, John, finding the plate.
2-2.
Yeah, throwing a lot of pitches with the first 2 batters. Maybe he'll find his groove and be okay, but still won the battle in that first one.
This one to Knockley. Sends a low ball. Good scoop from Leandri. 2 down here in the first.
Now batting number 16, second baseman Kyle Sincavage.
You see the shot down to Knockley, and big and strong, experience, not the best throw, but as Bob mentioned, Leandri digs it out.
So this is Kyle Sincavage, his second baseman. Good numbers, 357 in tournament play, a double, 5-run score, 2 RBIs.
Pretty good hitter. Pretty good hitter in the third. In the 3-hole, he has a little pop, but he can hit for average as well.
Favorite player, Chase Utley.
Batting 357 right now in the playoffs. Seems like they had a game plan coming in. Start off speed and come back with the hard stuff.
This one down the left field line. Fair ball. Extra bases for Sincavage. Picheski gets it in. And a 2-out double for the second baseman.
Now batting number 15, pitcher Zach Holthouse.
So Holthouse now, the 4-hitter, has a guy in scoring position. See it again, John.
Yeah, snuck it in down that third base line right over the bag and able to get a 2-bagger out of that. Let's see if Holdhouse can bring him home. Need a run.
2 out hits win baseball games, guys.
This one to the shortstop. Lewis needs a good throw. Sends it over. That will end the inning. So Sienkiewicz double. He gets stranded, and after a half inning, we're scoreless here in Pittston Township. It's the District 31 Little League Championship. We are back Mountain America, looking for its 4th straight district title. They're sending this lineup to the plate. Collins leads off in center field. Lewis, the shortstop, is second. Knockley, the big hitter, is third at third base. The cleanup hitter, the pitcher, Shaver. Luxick, the catcher, is in the 5-hole. Pacheski in left field. Then it's Bednar, Leandri, and Nocito will round out the lineup.
It's amazing. That lineup is amazing, especially when you have your 9-hole. Nocito batting .400.
So there is Federici on the hill, another southpaw. John, what do you expect from him?
I expect similar what we saw out of the Shaver in the first. Federici could throw it lefty. Again, throws pretty hard. And I don't know if we'll see as much junk out of him as I think we saw from Shaver, but pretty good. And he has a nice defense to back him up.
There is the defense. Power, Youngman, and Rother in the outfield. From third base on, Spencer, Pacheski, Sienkiewicz, and Conrad. Holdhouse, very good catcher behind the plate, Federici on the hill. So I would think, Bob, if you're national, you want to come out and you want to hold this team to minimal runs in the bottom of the inning, get some confidence back on playing your rivals.
Absolutely. As I talked about before in pregame, National has to execute. They have to make plays. Federici's got to hit his spots, and he's got to throw the rock where the catcher sets up, and everything's got to go right for them tonight to stay in this ball game and have a chance. They're gamers. They have players. They can execute, and if they do that, we're gonna have fun tonight. I was just thinking, how about their regular season games, John? They must be a lot of fun.
They must be. Absolutely.
How about if they had one team?
Right. That'd be unbelievable.
So Collins comes in, hitting .429. His on-base percentage in this tournament, .632, so he can set the table. 10 runs scored, 6 RBI for Ryan Collins. Favorite player, favorite team, the New York Yankees. A good start from Federici right down the middle. He gets ahead of the count. A little off speech, a little bit outside, trying to test that. So full count. Ball 1-1 now. Count. Tonight's game brought to you by Miracle and Pizza Bella. Want to thank them for their sponsorship. Good movement on that one, John.
Yeah.
1 and 2.
Painting that outside corner there. That might be a good strategy. Stay away from the heart of the plate. In and out all night long.
I would think you could keep this kid off. That's in the gap. Let's see if they can run it down. Nope, Youngman to center fielder. He holds Collins to a single, but number 11's at first base. Nobody out.
He's the spark plug, Ryan Collins.
You see it right to the gap in right center. And a nice stop over there by the center fielder to cut this off as Collins wanted to test it a little bit just to check it out.
Now here's where the strategy comes in for Little League. Remember, he can't run till the ball crosses the plate. A little bit different than major leagues, minor leagues. And you'll see the catcher get the ball back very quickly. So this is Lewis, 667, hitting .765 on base percentage.
That's pretty good.
I'd say that's pretty good. Couple of home runs, scored 9, and it's 5 RBI. Yeah, this team can hit. So it's going to be up to Federici to really keep them in check. Let's see if they test Holdhouse. This one a little high.
Big pitcher, big catcher, big hitter, and a big umpire behind the plate, John.
Yeah, Lewis head of the count now. Let's see if he looks for something here to drive. He does. Right down the left field. Good play by Power to hold him to a single, but 2 guys on in the first for American.
American brought their hitting sticks today, John.
They did, and bringing up Knockley, who could rip it as well. So right With some heat, ripped it right down that left field side.
Let's see what Coach Chesky has in mind for Knockley. Does he give him anything to hit, or does he give him a lot of junk? I mean, this kid can drive the ball. High fences here, though, Bob. That's going to be a little bit of a difficult. You really have to get it up.
Oh, yeah, eight-foot fences, 195, I believe, down the line. But add 8 feet to that, and it makes it a pretty big ballpark.
Beautiful ballpark for tonight's championships. Of course, District 16 championship coming up right after.
Guys, bats down in the dugout, all right? Bats down.
Umpire just warned the player that you're not allowed to have a bat in your hand while you're in the dugout. There's no on-deck batter in Little League Baseball.
More junk, but this one he gets for a strike. So you see the strategy, John. Not going to give him a fastball a hit.
2-1.
Started a little high, and the ball fell down just a hair to get it in.
I don't think he's going to see a fastball.
No. Wade Knockley smacked the ball the other day against Kingston 44. I'm not giving this big kid anything to drive. Take your chances with Shaver on deck. Here's the key pitch. High fastball. Knockley went after it, so good job by Federici to get this count to full. 6 home runs for Knockley, 600 average. Off speed, got him. Gets away from the catcher, but no one advances, and what a pitch by Federici.
Set him up nicely, set him up really nice. Came back with that high heat, little curveball down at his little 12-6 action on the inside, and he's pumped up on that mound tonight.
It's a big out, but still got 2 guys on, first and second. So this will bring up Shaver, the pitcher. At the plate, he's hitting 500. 7 runs scored. Feels like the Philadelphia Phillies. Working that off speed, John. What have you seen so far from Federici?
Yeah, I mean, that was a real nice pitch. He worked it well. He got it right over the plate. Got a little tail to it as well. Still throwing a lot of his stuff, Bob, a little high, though.
Yeah, you know, that might be a little bit of nerves. He'll settle down. Shaver, what a great opportunity for him to help himself here, though. I said before, 2 out hits win baseball games. Let's see if he can produce here.
Coming back with that heat.
Yeah, Shaver saw a couple off-speed pitches, threw that fastball right by him. Count is even. 1 guy out here, bottom first. To short, can they get 2? Looking for 1, they do get Lewis at second, so 2 outs. So a fielder's choice for Shaver, first and third, Back Mountain America. And that will bring up Zach Luxick.
Oh, Pacheski had the ball in his glove. He couldn't get it out there. He's like, all right, let me just toss it over. He stumbled just a hair, but hey, you got the sure out, and you could get out of this inning here.
So 2 outs, they'll give Shaver the stolen base.
Federici, he strikes out Knockley, gets Shaver to ground out, and then he has to face Lutzik, who's batting 700 in the tournament. Is that murderer's row?
That's pretty tough.
Well, you know what? They're doing a nice job mixing up their pitches right now. They're keeping the batters off balance just enough. They can't key on that fastball. There, another off speed. So Federici now ahead in the count.
Both pitchers, though, throwing a lot of pitches early.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll have to check the pitch count. We'll check out the rules coming up in the 2nd inning. This one over to Sienkiewicz. National out of the inning. After 2 guys on, American can't score. National coming up. 1 in the books here for the District 31 championship.
You're watching live Little League right here on MyTV, WQMY, as Back Mountain National takes on Back Mountain American. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Erin Dugan. We're glad you could join us on this beautiful day. And joining me right now is a special guest. This is Gary Bayer, the Pittston Township Little League president. I have to tell you, the field, it looks absolutely beautiful. I'm sure that was a lot of work.
A lot of hours. My guys worked countless. I can't thank the amount of hours they put into it. Last night, the night before, they were underneath the stand last night. They even caught the All-Star Home Run Derby, but they did their work. They're fantastic.
I know there's tons of sponsors here that I'm sure you'd love to thank every one of them, but you just can't.
Yes, I love to thank Pittston Township supervisors, the Pittston Township ambulance, which helped us out, Admar, which really helped us out with the scaffolding, and the staff and everybody else, our sponsors. They're really good. The girls in the stand, my guys, even other leagues called me up. You need help? I'll be there. Fantastic.
Really does look really nice. Great job.
Thank you.
All right, back to you guys.
Yeah, they did a nice job, Bob, before getting this field watered and lined, and they'll turn it around for the second game as well.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Like Gary said, Admore donated these lifts for us tonight, and that is very gracious of them. We really appreciate that.
And Pizza Bella for the food as well.
Oh, God, they're awesome. Pizza Bella. God, they're awesome.
So Shaver back on the hill threw 15 pitches in that first inning. This brings up the other pitcher, Federici. Hitting .438, does have a home run. 6 runs scored, 6 RBIs. Favorite player? R.J. Dickey. I didn't see any knuckleballs from him, though.
R.J. Dickey.
R.A. Dickey, I believe.
R.A., yeah. He's struggling this year.
Yeah, he is. Well, speaking of struggling, Shaver's having a tough time finding the strike zone here. First couple innings. Has really fell behind first 3-4 batters. Just about every pitcher the teams have is available.
Good coaching by Back Mountain. Both sides, both teams are prepared. And they have their best available for tonight.
So Federici looking to reach base any way he can, get base runners. Well, how about that? Slap a single. So Federici found something he liked. 3-0 count and laced the seeing eye single to center.
Now batting number 24, right fielder, Michael Rother.
In your face. That was a ripper right past the pitcher. Nice to get your first guy on. Federici on target.
So we'll have a pinch runner now for Federici. This will be Connor Morgan at first base now, number 9.
This may be a special pitch.
Federici, number 9, Connor Morgan.
Yeah, this is a special pinch runner. One time each inning, you're allowed to run for a batter, but only one time in a game could that batter be ran for.
Federici, the pitcher, will sit down. So this brings up the right fielder Rother, hitting .750 with a home run and 4 RBIs.
I wonder how many dozen balls they buy in Back Mountain. They must need a lot, because a lot of them probably leave the park, John.
Unless they got a good gathering system out there.
Well, you're supposed to return balls in Little League, so.
Not the home runs, foul balls.
Opposite field, Piszczewski over there.
Oh, nice play.
Makes the catch in foul territory.
How about the arm?
Gets it in quickly, so Federici unable to tag up. What a play by the left fielder.
Now batting number 19, left fielder, Ty Oswald.
Boy, he ran a long way. Just got over the foul line and laid out for the catch. It was a great play by the left fielder.
So this is Ossipower hitting .500 with a home run, RBI, 3 runs scored for the left fielder. Schaefer's getting that fastball over. It's the off speed now he's got to work on, John.
Well, that's a big out when you think about it. I mean, you have your first guy on, a deep ball, looked like nothing.
Oh, bad hop for Knockley. It goes over his head.
That's a hit.
Ossipower with a single. First and second now for the national team.
That's called a seeing eye single.
Whoa.
That was that old little baseball game you used to play in the arcade. It just kind of went up over the hump.
That's when you know you might have a bad day.
So Conrad now, Aiden Conrad, number 12, stretched out for that one. Hitting .444, home run double, 2 RBIs for the first baseman. So this guy, Shaver, gets 2 strike zones. First and second, 1 out. National trying to get a run in.
Knockley's still kicking the dirt over there, John, trying to beat that hump out of there.
Didn't see that in warm-ups. Off speed gets by the catcher. Luxick unable to get it. Players advance, second and third now.
Big at bat here. If National could crack early.
Wild pitch there. This one, Knockley pulls it down, run does score. Has the runner at second, held up.
Tags him out.
So Federici scores, Asa Power is out, and Conrad reaches on that fielder's choice. So National gets a run in though on that. And that will bring up the number 9 hitter, Will Youngman, the center fielder.
1-0 right now here. National cracks open the scoring. One thing about American, though, Bob, is, you know, they're calm, cool, and collective. They were down 3-2 to Kingston in the 4th. And then all of a sudden, boom, 14 runs. So, you know, they're never out of the game with the bats that they have.
No, and they are the home team, so they will get the last at bats.
1-2.
So Shaver ahead of the count for Youngman. This one over to Bednar. Sends it over to Leandri, and that will end the inning. But National gets on the board. Leave one stranded. Back Mountain National leads American 1-0.
And welcome back to the District 31 Little League Championship right here on MyTV, WQMY. It's Back Mountain National 0, Back Mountain American 0. After 2. I'm Erin Dugan, and joining me right now is Steve Scammer, the Back Mountain Little League president. Hey, you've got 2 teams in the game tonight. That's super exciting for the community, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, we have a great program, but it's kind of bittersweet. Somebody has to lose, but if they're going to lose, you might as well be in the district final, so that's great.
What do you think it says about the talent in the Back Mountain?
Go ahead, Dave.
Well, I think it says a lot for the whole program, like from T-ball up to the majors. We have a lot of kids. We have 730 kids in our program. So, you know, it's not just the major leagues, it's the entire program that we're very proud of.
Now, American has a slight edge winning the first time these 2 teams met, but anything can happen tonight, right?
Yeah, the American has some sluggers. They you know, 3, 4, and 5 hitters are just power hitters. So we'll see what happens tonight.
Thanks for your time.
Thanks.
Back to you guys.
We'll remind Aaron is 1-0 National. They did get a run in.
Just to talk about Steve a little bit more, he's been the president there for a while at Back Mountain, and he does an unbelievable job with that program. You know, taking care of so many kids. Like he said, over 700 kids come out of that program. And you know what? That's a pretty smooth ship sailing up there in Back Mountain. I feel real confident with him at the helm.
Logan Pacheski, the left fielder, at the plate. Does have a strike on him. Takes a ball there. Pacheski gets on base, mostly by the walk, 333, did score a run. He's the nephew of Todd Pacheski, the Nationals manager.
2-1.
So he works the count to 3-1. Let's see what Federici has to offer. Federici did throw 23 pitches in that inning. So Pacheski works the walk. Leadoff guy on for America.
Now batting number 6, second baseman, A.J. Bednar.
So we're going to have a pinch runner, I believe. Mike Luxick, excuse me. Talking to the umpire, Dave Baker.
Might be a special pinch runner.
Yep. Looks like it's going to be R.J. Wren running for
3 for 34.
Pacheski.
Running for number 34.
Yeah, special pinch runner again. Can do it once an inning and only one time per player. Talking about that pitch count now, Bob. Little League rules, the max he can throw in a game is 85 pitches today, and I'm sure he'll use all of them.
Well, sections for the winter start Saturday.
Correct.
So that's plenty of time. If you throw 85, you have to rest for 4, right?
4 days. Yeah.
4 days. There's Bednar, chases that first pitch. Bednar hitting .417, 3 runs, 3 RBIs. Federici lays it out there, goes over to Sienkiewicz. Trying to get the double play. Good revolve by Pacheski to get it over to Conrad. Not in time, but there is one out in the inning.
First baseman Sam Leandri.
Good hustle over here from the runner, and Pacheski tries to get it out, but right down the line. And they get one on still.
So Leandri, the first baseman, hitting .333 steps to the plate. Federici with a nice pitch there.
I guess it's too early to bunt in the bottom part of the lineup when you're only down 1-0, especially with the way that American hits the ball.
Count goes even, one out here in the bottom of the second. National scored in the top of the second to take the lead 1-0. Now it inside, gets away from Holthaus, so Wren advances to second. Excuse me, that is Bednar advances to second. Wren was out on the double play opportunity.
Throws inside of his hands, catcher can't handle it, runner moves up. Oh, nice play.
Double play. The grab by Sienkiewicz over to Pacheski, and that will end the inning. The Nationals feeling it tonight. What a play by the defense.
Sitting on the curve and doubled up as we go to the bottom of the inning. Top of the third. Mad Tees proud to provide the apparel for the TV crew for tonight's District 16 31 championship game. Mad Tees is your source for custom apparel, the highest quality at a reasonable price. No job is too big or too small for Mad Tees. Providing you with cost-effective custom apparel is Mad Tees' sole business. Call Mad Tees 570-654-TEES or check them out online at madtees.net.
Bye-bye. John Mendola, Bob Bertoni back for the District 31 Little League Major Championship here in Pittston Township. 1-0 National leads, and they're up to bat here in the top of the third. Jake Shaver, the pitcher for the American team. Bob has thrown, what, 32 pitches so far?
Yes, he's at 32.
So this brings up top of the order Pacheski. He struck out his first time up. Well, Pacheski, Max, goes to Lake Lehman. Plays a little basketball and soccer on the side. Favorite movie, Jurassic Park, and John, always our favorite. Foods, donuts, pancakes, and pizza.
I think that's everybody's favorite food.
That's pretty good yeast there. Schaefer trailing again in this count.
You know, we talked about national standing game. They got to execute. They get a line drive double play at the end of the inning. They're making the plays that they need to make.
And a chase ball 4, a little high heat, but that evens the count now.
A similar situation, remember, it was 3-0 count first time for Pacheski, and he fought back the pitcher Schaefer.
Luke Spencer on deck. Just like last time, Shaver comes back after trailing 3-0 and strikes out Pacheski.
Now batting number 34, third baseman.
Crowd's getting a little bigger.
Here you see it again.
There it is. He went down swinging the first time as well. Shavers just kind of fought back each time against him.
Pacheski last time, grounded out. Spencer, I should say. Also Lake Lehman, middle school guy. Likes the Pirates and Andrew McCutcheon. Well, they've come back a little bit. Favorite movie with The Blind Side, John? How about that? Every kid I've talked to, rap seems to be the music.
Oh, God. Why?
I don't know. Eminem, Mr. Spencer here.
Eminem. I used to eat those. They were candies, weren't they?
No, that's a rap singer, Bob. Get with the times.
Oh.
Come on.
Next thing you're going to tell me, Babe Ruth is a rap singer, too.
Schaefer's living on the edge, John.
He is.
Just about every batter, he's working a 2-0 count, 3-0. He's had some luck so far, but that could run out. Oh, took one off the right leg. We'll check him after. He reels it. Throws it wildly over to Leandri. Spencer will reach, go into third. Throw over, Knockley, not in time. An error on that, two-base error. More important, let's check the pitcher out. Schaefer took one off the right leg. I thought, what happened there, Bob? The base went flying.
Did he touch first base? I don't know if that was something they wanted to discuss.
Umpire?
Was a third.
Let's see if we have the mic umpired.
Yeah. Nobody called time. Did you call time? No. So he's out. So he's out.
Okay, we're able to argument there. I don't know. Let's hear. Here's the replay again.
That's right. So the ball's
He touches all the bases. So what's the play, Bob, here? Because the base moved? Or he moved, or he left. He thought he was out.
Safe. He called safe. Now, still no time here. There's still no time. When the base dislodges, all you have to do as a runner is stay in the base area. Now, listen.
Oh, they thought he was out.
They thought he was out. So now the rule is if the runner abandons the base, because he did, you can then call him out. But the initial call when he slid into third base, he called him safe. But I think the runner thought he called him out.
And the coach did too, because they slapped hands. They both thought he was out.
Well, there's two violations there. There's two violations right here.
Both coaches.
Let's listen in.
He walked to the dugout before he came back and touched home plate. He picked up the bat.
See what I think he did.
Okay, so now they reversed the call.
Yeah, what I think he did was I think he abandoned the base. Once you abandon the base, you should be called out.
Now they abandoned the base. Now they say he's home. So that's a three-base error, home run. Run scores for Spencer.
The interpretation then by the umpiring crew is that he did not abandon the base, that he came all the way back to home plate. He touched home plate, and they awarded him the run.
And then you could say he was in out the belt. There's so much going on there.
Yep.
There are volunteer umpires. This is Little League. More importantly, National gets on the board with another run. And that will bring up Sienkiewicz now, who doubled his first time up. So Schaefer in a little bit of a trouble. They didn't really check his left leg after, remember, he took it off that left leg initially.
Yeah,
and again, he's behind in the count.
It was a hard hit ball that, caromed off the meat of his thigh, and I think that had something to do with the throw.
So I guess go back to that play. Does the player or the coach have to call time to the umpire? The umpire grants it.
Sure. And if it doesn't matter if the coach or the player called time. It matters if the umpire awards time. And again, once the base dislodged, the only obligation the runner has is to stay in the area where the base is permanently placed.
So 3-0 count, gives it a ride. Bye-bye, home run. Kyle Sienkiewicz. A solo shot, dead center field, his second of the tournament, 3-0. Back Mountain National.
Oh, you love getting beat up a little bit after that shot from Sienkiewicz. Beautiful shot.
Again, though, John, Shaver behind in the count. Sienkiewicz able to wait on that fastball, gave it a ride.
Yeah, he knew it. The center fielder knew
Collins.
right off the
Collins
right
just
off the
turn
start.
around and watch it hit. That was a bomb, guys. That was a bomb. Great hit.
I said before the game, you give National a little bit, they're getting that confidence back. This is a different team than the Americans saw. This one, driven to right. Holthouse, home run, back Mountain National, back to back. Zach Holthouse, his third home run of the tournament.
Good time to get everybody together on the mound for America, settle things down. And as I say it, here comes Coach Lutzuk to try and calm everybody down. And everybody just take a deep breath. It's only 4-0. A lot of at-bats left.
3 runs scored in this inning for the national team, 2 by home run. That one was a shot bomb to right. It was a different team than Americans saw that first game of the tournament. Here you look at it again.
Well, he rocked it over to the right-hand side, right over the scoreboard. That'll be the 4th run for Back Mountain National.
America just needs to settle down, you know, regroup defensively, you know, and then just take one pitch at a time, one bat at a time.
New pitcher.
But I like the enthusiasm. National showed up today. They showed up to play. They have a lot of spark, a lot of giddy up in their step, John.
So,
pitching change now.
okay, so 32.
Gajai
takes the hill. We'll have to see where if Schaefer stays in the game. I didn't see where they're going to put him in the batting order. Or if it's an outright replacement. So a big inning for National. And that will bring in Nick Gashi to take over for Jake Schaefer, who pitched 49 balls.
Shaver's going over to first.
So Shaver's going to go over.
Number 32 is the new pitcher for.
So he's going in the 4th spot, 32 for 2?
32 is in. No, 32 is already in.
I'll
the
see
game.
what Back
32 is
Mountain
in
American
the
will
6th spot.
do here with Gashai on the mound. He's a 12-year-old on this American team, replacing Jake Shaver. You see Federici. He'll be up now. Federici again has been on the mound for Back Mountain National so far this evening. Nothing that American can't overcome as far as runs. Bob Bertoni mentioned that earlier, that they could really send the ball deep. But right now, the momentum on National side.
Just brought in 32 Gashi to pitch. Also into the lineup for American in the 8th spot is number 3, Austin Finarelli. So he comes in the 8th spot.
And Schaefer is out of the game?
No, Schaefer stayed in. Schaefer stayed in the 4th spot.
Okay. He's playing
Gashi
first
was
base.
in the 6th hole, so all they did was flip positions.
Gashi goes to the 6th hole. Okay. So there's the changes. This is Federici. Lifts one to right. Strokes a single. So big inning continuing now for Back Mountain National as Ty Federici ropes a single to right.
Great shot of that young man.
So a lot going on this inning. This one over to Knockley, slow dribbler, not in time for Landry. Rother legs that one out. First and second, one out still here. We're in the 3rd.
Back Mountain America has to find a way to stop the bleeding here, John.
So Asa Power comes up. He's singled his first time up.
Yep.
So 3 runs plated so far for BMN. Sending Schaefer, the pitcher, starting pitcher, over to first base. And Nick Gashi now in on the hill. Again, this is far from over. Americans' bats, they will come alive at some point. Favorite player for Asa Power and Mike Trout did not participate in last night's home run derby. This one over the Knockley. He'll touch third easily. Trying to get the double play. Overthrows Leandri.
What a great job by the right fielder, though, backing up the throw. He gets on it right away. No damage.
So Federici is out at third. Rother goes to third on the throw. And staying at first is Asa Power on the fielder's choice.
Aceto over there from the right field position, backing up and kind of made sure everything was held tight.
Well, this is a big at bat here. 2 outs, runners on the corners.
So Conrad is up. Aiden Conrad, fielder's choice, his last time up. Came in hitting .444. He can stroke it if he has to. Does have a home run. Can the big inning continue now for BMN? I'm thinking he needs as many runs as you can get against this American team.
No balls, 2 strikes.
So Gashi ends the inning on a high note, strikes out Conrad, but National extends their lead. 3 runs in the inning. They go to the bottom of the third now, leading American 4-0 in the District 31 championship.
And welcome back to the District 31 Little League Championship right here on MyTV, WQMY, Back Mountain National 4, Back Mountain American 0 after 3.5. And joining me now is one of the mothers from the national team. This is Nancy Federici. Now your son Ty is on the mound right now. I've seen you pacing around. You seem pretty nervous. Are you okay?
It's really exciting to have him on the mound tonight. He's pitching a great game so far, but it still is a little nerve-wracking to have him on the mound.
Absolutely. How much fun do you guys have throughout the year following the boys?
A lot of fun. The kids have had a lot of growth over the year. They're great friends, and what a stage to be on for both Back Mountain teams. You know, may the best team win. Yeah.
All right, I'll let you get back to watching your son. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, back to you guys.
Thank you, Aaron. Back Mountain American will send up their 9-hitter, Nick Nacito, for the first time tonight. Hitting .400, .750 on base percentage. It scored 3 runs, so Federici now can get into a little bit of a groove. He's gotten better as every inning has passed, John.
Yeah, he has. Trying to throw less pitches after that first inning.
He's working that off speed, Bob, really well with that fastball.
Yeah, they're sticking with the game plan. You know, they stay away, throw a lot of junk. You can't overpower Back Mountain America, so he's just trying to keep them off balance. High heat. That's a great waste pitch right there.
23 pitches that first inning, Bob. Since then, he's been down.
Yes, yeah, a lot more. Or a lot less.
2-2 the count now. Well, that goes right back to Federici. Sends it over to Conrad. Nacito goes down. 1 out here in the third.
Now batting, center fielder number 11, Ryan
So
Collins.
turn the order over. Ryan Collins, the leadoff hitter. Reached third his last time out. Did have a big single. Remember, American got things going in that first inning. Put a couple guys aboard, but they were unable to score as Federici settled down.
Ryan is definitely the spark plug for the team. If he can get on base, he makes things happen.
Going to Dallas Middle School is Ryan Collins. Brett Gardner, his favorite player.
He scored 10 runs so far in the tournament, leads the team.
My favorite, like cinnamon Pop-Tarts, John. Nothing wrong with that.
That's my daughter's favorite too, cinnamon Pop-Tarts. Sarah, she'll eat those.
You got to have the frosting on top.
Oh yeah, definitely the frosting. I'm still trying to figure out M&M. I'm not getting it.
It's the rapper.
Yeah, I know, but like, why M&M? Like, why not Mars or Milky Way? Why M&M?
It's not spelled M and M.
Oh.
It's N and M&M. It's
Spell it.
E-M. I'm not going to tell. I'll talk to you after the game. Full count now on College. Federici reaching back. His team up 4-0. District 31 Little League Major Championship here on MyTV. And Federici sends him down. Collins goes down. Second strikeout for the Southpaw. So that will bring up Lewis now, the second hitter. He singled his last time out as well.
Just a hair above the knees right there. Saw the ankle.
Mr. Lewis also attends Dallas Middle School.
Puts up big numbers. 667 on the year, 765 on base percentage.
Favorite movie, Sandlot. Plays a little MLB 2K when he gets to video games. Yeah, that's the big thing too, Bob, video games. Got to ask these kids, what video game is their favorite? Not one of them said, I don't play a video game.
Pac-Man?
That's gone too.
Wait, there's a movie now with Pac-Man.
Yeah,
no?
well, yeah, Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler, right.
Well, unlike Schaefer on the opposite side for American, Federici for Nationals really getting ahead of the American batters. And that's, as a pitcher, that's what you want to do. He can throw anything he wants. Little high chop. Pacheski can't get out of his glove. Low throw. And Lewis reaches on the error.
Execute, execute, execute. Got to make those plays.
Here you see the chop bounce right in front of the plate. He just beat it out. I think was going to be a hit anyway, but official scoring will find out.
Oh, here comes the big hitter, Frankie Knockley, the 3-hole. Struck out his last time out. Starts him with the fastball there. He didn't see a lot of those last time out.
Yeah, but everything up and away on the fastball. He does not throw that fastball first strike against him. He's going to come in, or he may go away with the curveball here. Oh, no, he came in on that curveball. Good pitch.
Whole house can't pull it in, so on that, Lewis goes to second. So a guy in scoring position now for American in Knockley.
So the strategy, John, is, up and away with the heat. The 12-6 curveball coming in on his, from his shoulder down to his toes. Now he just committed an illegal pitch there. Since there's no balk in Little League, in Little League, if it's an illegal pitch, you're awarded a ball. So that pushes the count to 2-1.
Knockley ahead of the count before he swung at that one.
That was one of those my bad, as you saw Federici kind of go forward. It's like, oh, I did it.
So our big guy Knockley's at the plate. What do you think he likes to eat? Steak. That's right. Why not? Big boy like that reaches out. This one goes over to Sienkiewicz. Easy toss to Conrad. And again, American leaves the runner stranded in scoring position. 4-0 here. We're going to the fourth in the District 31 championship.
Mad Tees is proud to provide the apparel for the TV crew for tonight's District 16 and 31 championship game. Mad Tees is your source for custom apparel of the highest quality at a reasonable price. No job is too big or small for Mad Tees. Providing you with cost-effective custom apparel is Mad Tees' sole business. Call Mad Tees at 570-654-TEES or check them out online at madtees.net.
We are back at the Pittston Township Little League. This is the District 31 Little League Major Championship. We're going to the fourth inning. Back Mountain National leads Back Mountain American.
Did we get a shot? Did we get a shot of our camera crew with their Mad T-shirts on?
Not yet.
We need to do that. They got nice white Mad T-shirts. How about our polo shirts, John? We look pretty good.
Pretty sharp, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not bad. Although, you know, John, you look good in any shirt you wear, buddy.
Okay, I'm going to stop that right now. So Lewis now for Back Mountain American.
Notice I said John, I
moves
didn't say Bob, John.
He moves to catcher.
Also like
and
to thank our...
Bednar will be the shortstop now. So little switch there.
Thank our friends at Pizza Bella, too.
All right, guys, here we go.
And we have a new second baseman as well. So some changes now going on in the lineup, as you might expect in a Little League game as we get to the 4th inning. Gashy's on the hill. You play Schaefer. As Youngman, the number 9 hitter, leads off this inning. He had a ground out last inning to second base. 4-0 National in the top of the 4th.
Federici ended the last inning at 54, my friend. He had 20 pitches that inning, so not bad. Ended it at 54. Gashy was at 9 coming into this inning.
This one over to the new shortstop, Bednar. Can't handle it. Over to Schaefer. And Youngman reaches on the error.
Now batting.
Pacheski will get his first look at a new pitcher.
Pacheski bunts it, but called foul at the plate.
No, it hit him.
By Dave Baker. It says it hit him
was
in,
still in the box when it
in
hit
the
him.
box. There you hear it. So runners will return. Pacheski 2 strikeouts so far tonight. That was against starting pitcher Shaver.
Oh.
Tries to bunt that one. Bob, I told you before the game American will be held to 0 runs into the 4th. You would say what?
Forget about it. No way. No way. I like the strategy here by National. They're, you know, bunting, moving the runner, trying to get a couple more runs. The way Federici is throwing, he's in a groove. You know, 5 might be the magic number to get to. You never know. But, you know, it's still a lot of game left. They're too dangerous of a team. Get as many runs as you can. If I were National, that would be my approach.
That one gets by the new catcher, Lewis. So Youngman takes second base on that. So runner in scoring position here in the 4th for National. Full count on the leadoff hitter, Max Pacheski. Reaches that over to Shaver. Foul ball. Caught that one just to the right side, his left, of the foul line.
Back Mountain has done all the right things. They've executed on defense. They've come up with some timely big hits when they needed them. And America hasn't capitalized on runners in scoring position.
Max Pacheski fighting it right now. You know, this is his 3rd time. He's faced 3 and 2. And he's fought off 2 of them here.
We had a 3-2 count last 2 times at bat.
Yep.
Struck out both times. I know we don't, make that 3. I don't want to say, I just was going to say, let's not remind them. But so a nice pitch by Gashy, though. 1 out in the inning. That brings up Luke Spencer to hit again.
Yep, right on the corner. Pacheski went down swinging the first 2 times. That one just caught the corner. New pitcher, and now we have another pass ball.
Another pass ball for Lewis. So runner score into 3rd now is Youngman. So now all Spencer has to do is just get it in play. Let's see if they bring the infield in. They do not. Spencer, 0 for 1, reached on an error last time out. Likes the Pittsburgh Pirates. Gashy able to find the strike zone. Spencer now ahead of the count. National hasn't won a district title since they've moved to District 31. Bob, when did that split occur?
2000. Oh God, no.
Sorry, I didn't prep you for that one.
The split, boy, I'll tell you, way before
9?
my time. The District 16
District
and
16,
31
yeah.
split? Oh, I thought you meant the Back Mountain split.
No.
No, the District 16-31 split happened 2008, I believe.
Okay.
I believe it was 2008 when we split. And the reason we split was we at that time, we were the largest Little League in the country.
Wow. It just outgrew itself, huh?
Yeah, and you know what? What was happening, and the reason why we went and split it was our All-Star tournament. Our teams were beating each other up. We would need a month to play an All-Star tournament. Yet at one time we had 32 leagues in our district. 32 leagues. That's 16 games. You know, we used to have single elimination because that's all the time would allow us to do. So we got together with Scranton, who is also very large, and said, look, let's split, make 4 districts, and create our own section, which Section 5 came about. And so you have now District 16, which is the east side of the river, District 31, the west side of the river, and then you split Scranton in half, and you have 17 and 32, which make up Section 5. And now we're guaranteed a team to go to states, which is a great opportunity for our kids.
But unlike 17 and 32, you are under one umbrella. You being the district administrator. Up
Yes.
there, they're not. They're separate.
No, incorrect. Mike Serino is the
They are-
administrator for
okay,
both those
they
leagues
do both,
as well.
okay.
Yep.
Well, Gashi gets his second strikeout of the inning, a big one there, stranding now Youngman at third. So if Gashi can get out of this inning, that'd be a huge break for American, John.
Well, I will see Holthouse do a first pitcher. First pitch and see if he could connect again.
You know, if I was American, I wouldn't even give this kid a pitch to hit. You got a base open. This is arguably their best hitter on the team. He can do damage. So I would look to pitch around him and go at the next one.
Holthouse 1 for 1 on the day with a home run. That was in the last inning. Gashi throws. Here comes the runner from the Youngman in.
Oh.
They touch it. He touches home. He's safe. Pass ball, scores the run.
They had him at home. You know, the catcher held the ball just a little bit too long, threw it over the head of the pitcher who was covering, did not execute and make the play. Just one of those things, you know, you think you got him right away. And
The only thing I would say about that, I thought he was going to call head first slide. Because he did go in head first. Just saying. 5-0 National here. We're in the fourth. American beat this team 15-4. First game of the tournament a couple weeks ago. But Nationals really turned the tide tonight. Runner in scoring position again. That is Spencer at second as Holthouse reaches on a base on ball.
go to the kid now who's been fired up on the mound, fired up at the plate. Let's see if he can come up with a big 2-out hit here in the fourth inning. Add to that 5-0 lead, John.
Yeah, Federici's been in a rhythm on that mound, but let's see what you say with the bat. So willing to bring a couple ducks home.
No, strung out the first pitch. This over to Shaver, and that will end the inning. So Federici couldn't get the runs in, but they do add one. Does BMN? They extend their lead now, 5-0 over BMA for the District 31 Little League Major Championship.